All right, here we are. April, what, 5th?
Fifth, final episode of our 4-part introductory series.
Yeah. Looking at teams' needs coming into the draft.
Yep.
We are finishing part 4 with the East.
Yep.
NFC and AFC East. Hence, Cowboys.
Yep.
So we're going to actually just talk the whole time about Cowboys. just kidding.
This division, or divisions, actually has a lot of high draft picks. The Jets, the Dolphins, Giants, Commanders, and Cowboys are all in the top 12. So there's a lot of draft picks in this division.
All right, let's get after it.
Early draft picks.
We're going to save the Cowboys for last.
Okay, we can do that.
But I think we're going to start with
The Jets.
AFC.
Yeah.
Jets.
Man.
2 in round 1.
2 in round 1. They have
9 overall picks.
Really? 9?
9. Yeah.
Well, they have pick. What do they have? Pick 2 and pick 14, I think.
16.
16.
From Indy.
Yes, in exchange for Sauce Gardner, which.
So that's interesting, right? So they lost Sauce Gardner. They lost Quinnen Williams.
Yep.
They're probably not going to do anything with quarterback this year. Probably just going to play Geno.
Yeah.
Right.
Surprisingly.
Yeah, I mean, they're going to rebuild. I'm wondering how long Aaron Glenn's going to hang around.
Yeah.
Everybody likes him, but
I mean,
you can only like somebody so long when you're not winning.
It was only his first year. I'll say that. It was only his first year. So I think we can give him the benefit of the doubt.
Of course. Yeah. No, he's got runway.
But I think you start looking a little bit more once this season's over and see if that defense is even improved. Because they hired Aaron Glenn because he was the best defensive coordinator in the NFL for the Lions.
Right. And then let's get rid of Sauce Gardner and Quinnen Williams.
Get rid of Sauce Gardner and Quinn Williams, but not only that, be the first team in NFL history to not have an interception.
0
interceptions.
Same interceptions as I had.
Yep, and me. And everybody else sitting on the couch, stuffing their face on Sundays. Which is actually why I'm going cornerback. And defensive back really in general, but cornerback as their biggest need.
Really?
Yeah, I think so.
You don't think they need some type of rebuild some of the holes around pass rush?
Pass rush, maybe. I like Will McDonald as a pass rusher in general. I liked their Joseph Osai signing. I do. He's a good edge rusher, I'd say. He only had 5 sacks last year, but
yeah,
I think he's serviceable. He's only 25, so I think he's got some room to grow. And in their defensive tackle room, they have T'Vondre Sweat, which they got from Tennessee.
Okay.
Yeah, they got from Tennessee in some trade. I forget who they gave Tennessee, but they got T'Vondre Sweat, who's a really good defensive tackle.
Yes.
And they got Harrison Phillips right next to him. So I think they fixed their D-line a little bit. I wouldn't say their D-line is fixed necessarily. I do think defensive tackle is definitely high up there on that list, especially since, I mean, there's some teams that have good defensive line depth, and then there's some teams like the Jets that have Mozzie Smith as one of their top 3 defensive tackles. So that's where they stand at defensive tackle right now.
All right. So keep talking. I'm going to fix my mic. It's playing around on me. But you said you wanted to start with secondary.
I did, yeah. Mainly because of that 0 interceptions. I mean, the Cowboys, they're coming up later. Worst defense in football. I'm pretty sure historically the worst Cowboys defense of all time.
We'll get to them later.
But they had interceptions. No, I'm bringing up a point. They had interceptions. They were the worst defense, and they had interceptions.
Okay.
The Jets didn't have any. I think Azare Thomas, who was a rookie this year, I think he'll grow in a little bit. I actually really like him. But then other than that, they got Brandon Stevens and Jarvis Brownlee Jr. I wouldn't say I watch all the Jets tape in the world, but those names aren't ringing bells. You know what I mean?
I'm going to go a little different. I don't want to spend too much time on the Jets. But,
yeah.
But what about wide receiver, slot specifically?
That's definitely a direction that they should be looking at, maybe towards that, a day 2 pick.
No wide receiver averaged more than, wasn't even a full yard.
Wow.
Per route run from the slot.
Wow. Really? Wow, that is.
They need a slot receiver.
They need a slot receiver.
Williams can't do it all. Like
Wilson.
Wilson, I mean,
Yeah.
he can't do it all.
That's true. They did get Adonai Mitchell out of that Colts trade.
True.
But I wouldn't want him to be my wide receiver too. I'll just say that.
Okay, so you like secondary.
Nothing wrong with the guy, but I wouldn't want him to be my
You
wide
like
receiver
secondary. I like a slot. I think they need some love in the slot area.
I think they need to. They may need to address quarterback before they address who that quarterback is actually throwing it to, because right now they don't necessarily need to get the quarterback right now, but they need to address what they're doing at the quarterback. Because unless Geno Smith is doing something, I don't know, Batman Tibetan monk training, where he all of a sudden
I think the Jets are going to have a lot of fun.
The best player in the world.
They've got 2 picks in the first, 2 picks in the second. I don't think they have anything in the third, and then a couple in the, I think, 4th or 5th. But
yeah,
but 9 total, a lot early. We'll see where they go.
Yeah.
All right, where do you want to go next?
We are going to the next pick in that division. That's Miami Dolphins.
Miami Dolphins. All right, you thought 9 were a lot? You know how many? You know how many the Dolphins have?
Don't they have? They have like 7 in the first 3 days, don't they?
They have 11 overall.
Yeah, they've got a ton. So, I mean, rebuild.
2 ones at 2.
That's what you do.
Bunch of 4 threes maybe.
That's what you do in rebuild mode. But
Yeah.
I mean, it really is rebuild mode, isn't it? I wouldn't be surprised if at this point they trade Devon Achane, which would be very hysterical if they did. But I mean, they traded Jalen Waddle.
They have no receivers right now.
Currently, yes. Their wide receiver 1 is Malik Washington.
Right.
Their wide receiver 2 was, I can't believe we're bringing them up again for the second time before they even come up this video. Their wide receiver 2 is the Cowboys' wide receiver 4 last year. Jalen Tolbert. I don't mind Jalen Tolbert.
Oh, no. We like Jaden Tolbert.
But he's not a wide receiver 2. Met him at the Senior Bowl.
Senior Bowl. We did, yeah.
Pretty cool.
Got a little pick with him. Real nice gentleman.
But what I do like is they brought in Malik Willis, that Packers backup quarterback. Because when he was in for Jordan Love, people were saying he was one of the better quarterbacks in the league. We're not better quarterbacks in the league, but he wasn't bad. Definitely better than Tua, if I had my say.
I'm going to not expect a lot from him this year until they rebuild a little bit.
Which is fair. I mean, you can't really expect much out of a backup quarterback all of a sudden becoming
throwing to backups?
Yeah, throwing to backups, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, this is basically blowout situations.
So we didn't
This
really
whole
answer,
roster.
where do they go? But they need to go everywhere.
They do need to go everywhere.
And they got a lot of picks to go everywhere. So
Offensive line might be a direction they might want to go. Just address that, get that out of the way before they even get their skill position players. You know what I mean?
they need help in the cornerback area.
They do,
secondary, wide receiver. I mean, everywhere.
But I think offensive line wise is where they should go.
Okay.
Aaron Brewer, their center, he's fine. I do like him. Man, it really sucked. Their rookie guard, Jonas Ivaianea. Man, I liked him in college so much. I wanted him to do so well, but he did not. He was the worst. I mean, he was up there with Daniel Falele.
Yeah.
He
We
was
talked about
bad this year.
Yeah.
Well, actually, I mean, he's a rookie.
He's a rookie.
But rookie starters shouldn't usually do that bad, especially if you're in the trenches. So I do think they probably should address that offensive line, if not cornerback room first.
Yeah.
I think if, Mansour Delane is there at their pick 9, right?
Yeah, because Fitzpatrick's not there anymore.
No, he went to the Jets, actually, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I think cornerback and offensive line is where they go.
They got a lot of capital. I mean, they could always... I mean, do you use all the capital and draft, or do you use it and get some players? I think you use it as the draft, honestly.
Yeah, just get some young talent.
Yeah.
See what you can do with it.
Yeah.
Especially they also got a new coach, so see what they can do.
All right.
Bills. Buffalo Bills.
The Bills.
I'm going to let you go first on this one.
Okay, 7 picks. They draft at number 26.
Yep.
Let's see. I think they could use some running back depth.
Okay.
They've got Cook, but they got
Interesting.
nobody behind him.
Yeah, that's true. He is the majority of that offense, including Josh Allen.
I
if
think they
were to
got,
say.
Ray Davis. I think it's his
Yeah, Ray
third year
Davis.
coming up.
Yeah,
Maybe. I don't know.
yeah.
I mean, I don't know if I would go my number 26 pick on a running back.
I wouldn't either. I don't think there's a.
I think they need edge rusher.
There's not a running back in this draft class that's worth 26. The only running back that should be taken in the first round is Jeremiah Love.
I think the Bills need a long-term edge rusher fix.
I definitely agree with you there. Yeah. I mean, they run a 3-4. So
Yeah.
that outside linebacker kind of position, that also hybrid edge, I think they need.
You
Definitely.
like linebacker.
I do like linebacker, yeah. Because
You were actually talking about that this morning with Marcus Ogden.
yes,
Oh,
we were.
We were at.
I do like they did sign Bradley Chubb from the Dolphins though, which I wanted the Cowboys to sign because I thought that he's getting up there in age. He's 29 years old, but he had 8.5 sacks last year. So I think he can definitely help the Bills out. I wouldn't necessarily say that's the permanent solution there. When your other weak side linebacker though, outside linebacker Greg Russo, I like him as well. He had 7 sacks this year. I kind of wish he got that number up a little bit more, but I think the edge rushers are fine.
Okay.
Not saying that I'm disregarding your idea, mainly just saying
Bigger need at linebacker.
bigger need at linebacker right now. Yeah. So right now their linebackers are Dorian Williams and Terrell Bernard. So I think they really need to address that.
Okay. You think they could still get by with Miller, Bosa, Chubb?
Bosa's not on the roster.
Not Bosa, but Chubb and
Russo. Yeah.
Russo.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, it wouldn't hurt to add some depth, some rotational pieces, maybe in the second round. But I think you go round 1, and if C.J. Allen's there, which honestly I don't think he will be there.
26.
At 26, I hate what people say. They saw him run around at his pro day, and he looked slow. Okay, well, turn on the tape. Does he look slow there?
Yeah. Yeah. You mean with pads on and people chasing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So I don't think he'll fall to 26 if every NFL GM thinks like the average TikTok user, then I think he will be there at 26, but he won't be there at 26. So honestly, for me, I'd just say best defensive player available draft-wise.
Okay.
Whether it's cornerback, safety, linebacker, edge. It's probably going to be edge, I feel like. Like an R. Mason Thomas. I've mentioned him in a previous video.
Yep. You like him. Everybody does.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. So, yeah, that's where I'm going. Just best defensive player available.
Okay. Anything else on the Bills?
I would not say so.
Let's move on from the Bills.
Let's move on from the Bills.
Leaves the Patriots.
Yes, Super Bowl champions. Nope. Runner-up Super Bowl champions.
You living in an alternate universe?
I'm living 10 years ago right now.
Tom Brady's not there.
All right. Runner-up Super Bowl champions, New England Patriots.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to let you go first again.
I've got 2, and I feel like we've talked a lot about edge rushers. I think they need edge rusher.
I agree.
But I also think they need a little O-line help.
Definitely.
And Hunter Henry is also entering his late years.
That's true.
So I don't know. I mean they've.
I mean, late years or not, he's still putting up over 700 yards, which for a tight end, that's what you want out of them.
Yeah, I mean they don't need to go that direction this year. They've only not only, but they've got 8 picks. Number 31, 63, and 95. They got a couple good ones up high, so probably O-line, edge rusher.
Yeah, I'd say so. I like the addition of Elijah Vera Tucker. Put him at the left guard.
Okay.
From the Jets. I don't believe he played last year. Yeah, he didn't play last year because of his injury. Before that, I think he was very good. Yeah. I do. I think he's a good player overall, offensive lineman. I think he can definitely help that out. I hope Will Campbell steps up a little bit more, which I don't see why people are hating on Will Campbell as much as like they are. I get, the T-Rex arms, if that's what you want to call them. But statistically, you know who had a worse rookie season than Will Campbell?
Who?
Trent Williams.
He's all right.
Yeah, he's okay for an offensive tackle.
He's pretty good.
He's okay for an offensive tackle. But yeah, Morgan Moses, he's getting up. He's got to be replaced at some point. He's 35 years old.
Wow.
Didn't
realize that.
So I'd say he's got a year left, in my opinion. So I think you can address that right tackle position maybe in the second round.
Probably a second. They're probably going to do something defensive with their first pick.
Yeah, probably.
Vrabel likes his D.
Yeah, he does.
He likes his depth there on his D line. It's probably going to go somewhere on the edge.
So somewhere on the edge, somewhere on the linebacker, kind of like the Bills do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's similar. A little theme going on, right? If you've followed the last couple of these series, we sometimes we see some themes, right? So,
surprisingly, I
within the divisions we
yeah,
see themes. It's funny.
But before we started these episodes, I was not expecting the amount of similarities all these teams had from each other. But
within the divisions.
Within the divisions, yeah. But I do like their Kevin Byard signing. Put him at free safety from the Bears. He was very good with the Bears.
Yeah.
He had 7 interceptions with them.
That's crazy.
That's 7 more than the Jets. He was very good with the Bears. I think pairing him up with Christian Gonzalez in that third level of the defense is a very big step up for them. Yeah. So I agree with you. I think edge rusher is probably the direction they go.
All
right.
That wraps up the
AFC side.
AFC side.
First, NFC East pick in the draft goes to the New York Giants. Now,
G-Men.
The
I
G-Men.
got a lot of friends that are Giants fans.
Unfortunately.
Yeah. You know what they're holding their hat on this right this second?
What is that?
That they finally beat the Cowboys.
Oh, yeah, they finally beat the Cowboys. Okay, sure. We'll give it to you, I guess. For the first time in ever. First time since, Dak's rookie year?
It's been like 17 games or something.
Something like that, yeah. Dak, he technically started that last game, so that's a loss for him. But before that, I'm pretty sure he was 16 games straight beating the Giants.
Yeah. All right, Giants, what do they need? They've got 7 picks. They got a new coach. He's pretty good, I heard.
Supposedly, yeah.
I think they
might have won a Super Bowl.
I think they like their quarterback. We saw him in the Senior Bowl 2 years ago.
Yep. I like him. I like Jackson Dart.
Me too. I like him a lot as well.
Like the personality. Like Scatabo. I like his personality.
Yeah.
I could use Scatabo. I could bump Scatabo down, I think, for a more serviceable running back. I'm not hating on Scatabo. Scatabo is a good running back, but I think his play style isn't very sustainable necessarily.
I agree.
I think, and I don't think Tyrone Tracy is the right guy to step up to the plate when Scatabo goes down. I'm not wishing harm on anybody, but I mean, we saw it in his rookie season. I mean, it was sort of a freak injury, hip drop tackle, I think it was, but eventually it's gonna happen. He's gonna get a concussion. He's gonna, break a collarbone. It's just his play style. So I think running back could be a direction that they go. Not necessarily at 5, but in general. So can wide receiver, I think.
0 proven wide receiver number 2, right?
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah. I like
Robinson's
this,
gone.
He is. Yeah, he went to the Titans, I believe. Titans.
I mean, the Giants, it's funny. Like, they looked good last year, right? I mean, we're Cowboys. Say it again, right? We're Cowboys fans. Hard to compliment.
It is, yeah.
Teams in the division, but they looked good last year. They got good players. A lot of them got hurt, unfortunately. But with that said, I still feel like they've got a ton of holes, though.
You think? I think
they need O-line help. I think they need wide receiver help. I think they need some running back help.
Yeah, I'd say so. I think
we've talked about secondary.
Yep.
Over the months,
they've made some steps though, which I can really appreciate. Greg Newsome, huge addition. He didn't have the season he actually had a pretty good season, with the Jaguars last year. 9 pass breakups. It's pretty good. Same number as Kevin Byard, who had 7 interceptions. They added, who else did they add? Javon Hall. No, they have Javon Holland. I swear they added somebody else to that list. I don't think they need any D-line help. I think Brian Burns is good. I think Kayvon Thibodeau is fine for his position. You could use an upgrade at linebacker. Definitely, I mean, if Sonny Styles is there, unfortunately, that would be a good addition for them.
You don't think they need interior D-line?
No. I mean, Dexter Lawrence had a overall bad year, I'd say, which is unfortunate because I really like him as a player. But, I mean, what was a fluke season?
Okay.
And I think Darius Alexander, their rookie out of Toledo, man, he was pretty good this year. I would say he was one of the better rookie defensive tackles. 3.5 sacks for him, 9 solo tackles.
So you feel between the end of last year and where we stand today on April 5th, they fixed a little bit of the defense that we were talking over the past few months about. Now maybe they lean in heavy with whether it's O-line, wide receiver.
I think it's probably O-line.
Yeah.
I think the big need right now is they have a great left tackle at Andrew Thomas. I'd say he's one of the better left tackles in the league. But I think they need to add a more serviceable right tackle across from Andrew Thomas. Because I think right now Jermaine Illuminor.
I was going to ask you about Illuminor, what your thoughts were on him.
I don't think he's the
long-term
guy.
Interesting. Yeah. Okay.
And then obviously the interior of that offensive line could also use a large upgrade. I don't think Jake Cubis at right guard is the fit. And I'm not too sure if John Michael Schmitz at center is the fit.
That's a lot of offensive line.
It's a lot of offensive line that you don't necessarily need to address right now. You've got some young, good players.
So go ahead. I'll let you finish.
What was I going to say? They've got some good young players. I don't think they're in a win-now mode, which is why I think they can hold off a little bit on their entire offensive line.
Number 5 pick.
Who
are they taking? Knowing who your coach is. Knowing that you think they fixed the secondary, but he loves
his safeties.
He loves his safeties.
He does love his safeties. I've seen some boards of Caleb Downs falling a little bit. I guess there's some health stuff that I haven't looked too much into that is a bit concerning. But
who are you taking number 5 as Giants? You're sitting there.
Probably Caleb Downs.
Okay.
I mean, Javon Holland is good. I'll say that. And then their other safety is Tyler Nubin. So I'd say a pretty big difference between the two of them. And I think Nubin could get replaced at that strong safety position by Caleb Downs. And if they want to keep Caleb Downs there, okay. I mean, if they want to keep Tyler Nubin there, okay. And instead go Sonny Styles if he's there. Unfortunately,
yes, because we like him a lot.
A lot.
All right, we done with the Giants?
I'm way done with the Giants.
All right, hope we gave you guys some good stuff, those Giant fans out there.
Commanders. Washington.
D.C.
District of Columbia.
You know how many picks they have? Talked about a lot with the Jets. We talked about
4, I think.
5, I think.
5?
Yeah, 5,
yeah, I've got a buddy that's a Commanders fan, and anytime I try and talk anything with him draft related, he's like, yeah, we got a first-round pick, and then, nothing until the 4th.
They picked 7, yeah.
Yeah, they've picked 7, and then they have, a 4th rounder, a 5th rounder, and a 6th rounder, or something like that.
Yeah.
That's about it. I mean, man, they've got a huge... Commanders fans are going to be having a great night's sleep waiting for their team to pick next when the draft time comes. If they don't trade away that pick, which is, I think, something that is very possible that they do.
Really? Because, see, Dan Quinn loves his safeties. We talked about, coaching and how they influence, obviously, who they like to draft. And Dan Quinn loves his safeties. We just talked about Caleb Downs. You don't think there's any possibility that they go and snap him up at 7? I mean, we talked about
it's definitely a possibility.
The Giants at 5 if the Giants kind of don't go that route?
It's definitely a possibility, but I think they've improved their secondary through free agency. So I don't think secondary is necessarily the biggest need right now. They still have their rookie Trey Amos from last year. I think he's good. They signed Nick Cross from the Colts, which is another guy that I wish the Cowboys signed because I think he's very serviceable. And then they also signed Amik Robertson from the Lions, who had he's very good. I'd say that he's very good. He had 12 passes defended, 2 forced fumbles, an interception. So he's probably going to be playing their nickel. But I think they've got a pretty serviceable secondary as of right now.
Then where are they going to go at number 7?
That is the question, isn't it? And honestly, I don't know, which is why I think they probably trade that pick away.
Interesting. Is it you don't know because you don't think there's like a glaring hole, or you don't think that the players that are valued at number 7, they don't need them, and why reach at 7 and grab somebody that you could get later back in the first round?
Yeah, that's my idea. You could go edge rusher.
Yeah.
You could, or you could trade that pick away to a later pick and still get a good edge rusher.
Yeah.
You know, you could draft linebacker, although you just signed Leo Chanel from the Chiefs. You still got Frankie Louvu. So you could draft a linebacker, you know, if you want to. Probably not at 7 because Sonny Styles probably isn't going to be there.
No.
Hopefully he isn't, because I would rather him go to any other team but an NFC East team.
Correct.
So
So we're stuck on Washington.
We're
Sorry,
stuck on
Washington
sorry,
fans. We
Washington
have no
fans.
idea where we would go if we're sitting in the. We trade it. Send it away.
Send it away to a team with a high 3rd-round pick.
Wide receiver, maybe? They need any love at wide
Maybe.
receiver?
Yeah, I think Terry McLaurin is still fine.
Yeah. No, I'm thinking like a 2. Like
Yeah.
a wide receiver 2, maybe.
Definitely a wide receiver 2. I mean, I don't hate Luke McCaffrey, but I don't think he's their wide receiver 2.
I don't think so either.
I don't think so. I mean, he showed flashes earlier this year.
But they need depth, is my point, right?
Yeah,
Like they need
Luke McCaffrey, and I'm going to bring them up again. Luke McCaffrey is like the Cowboys' Kevontae Turpin. We'll use him at wide receiver sometimes. He's mainly our, return specialist. Because if you're looking at his numbers, he only had 203 yards as their wide receiver 2, but 18.5 average.
Wow.
Yards. So he had 11 receptions for 203 yards. So he's just their guy that put him in, he'll run a quick, deep route, catch a 20-yard pass.
Right.
Put him back on the bench.
And then we'll see him in the next quarter.
And then we'll see him in the next quarter.
Yeah.
So I definitely think wide receiver is a direction they can go.
Okay.
I think if Carnell Tate is there at 7, that's the pick. I think this is a good wide receiver draft class, so I think if they trade away that pick, maybe get a 2nd or maybe get a 3rd, they can get a guy like Elijah Surratt out of Indiana, that 2nd string out of Indiana. Maybe even like a Denzel Boston out of Washington. So I think there's many directions that they can go, but I think I really don't see a giant hole out of the Commanders. I think it's really just a put it together.
Okay.
And also just depth. This is a very old team.
That's fair. Yeah.
Very old. Left tackle is 31. They do have a good rookie right tackle, I'll say that. Their defensive tackles are old. Their linebackers are getting up there. Not necessarily getting up there, but they're getting up there. Meek Robertson is getting up there. So they have a pretty old team. So I'd just say depth and trade that pick away.
Trade the pick away. Maybe grab a couple extras. Start building a little depth there.
Yeah.
Okay. Don't hate it.
Eagles next, unfortunately.
Yeah. Shout out to my buddy Scott.
Shout out an Eagles fan. What are you doing?
He's a good buddy. 9 picks. Jesus. The Eagles annoy the hell out of me. I just feel like they're always loaded. They always have a million picks.
Which, let me see if I can pull this up. Let's see. Eagles draft picks through the years. Because somehow, in every single draft class, somehow,
yeah,
they get the like
The best at every position.
The best at every position, but at pick like 29.
Right.
Like like they got Jahad Campbell last year at pick 32. That was probably the best linebacker in that draft class. Why is he there at 32? They got Quinyon Mitchell. They got Jalen Carter, Nolan Smith, Jordan Davis, Devonta Smith, all in the first
All right,
round.
I'm having PTSD right now. You're killing me here. I know. I said leading into when we started the Eagles, they just always seem like they're hitting.
And it's their GM, Howie Roseman, who is...
He's good.
He's good.
Yeah.
Man, he's like a...
If only they could figure out their quarterback.
Yeah, which as of
their
right now...
quarterback and head coach,
Yeah, quarterback and
situation.
As of right now, what I've been seeing, it doesn't seem like the Eagles have a lot of trust in Jalen Hurts.
Well, they're going to get rid of Brown, right?
No. Maybe.
No, I mean, the chatter right now is they got to wait until after June till...
So that way they could...
They don't get... They don't,
space.
Yeah, they don't get whacked on the hard cap hits.
Yeah. Which is why I think wide receiver could definitely be a direction that they go. Because if they trade away A.J. Brown, then your wide receiver one is Devonta Smith, who he's a good wide receiver. Don't get me wrong. He's a great wide receiver.
Great, yeah.
But he's a great wide receiver too.
Yeah.
I'll just say that.
All right,
and then wide receiver two would be Hollywood Brown.
So Blankenship's gone.
He is.
Right. Is there a need for safety?
Yeah, I'd say so. I think they're...
I mean, Fangio's scheme is...
Yeah, and here it is again. Andrew Makuba.
Yeah, they're going to get a great safety at 23.
No, but Andrew Makuba was like my favorite, my second favorite safety in last year's draft class, and they get him in the back end of the second or something like that. Yeah, pick round 2, pick 64, last pick in the second. What are we doing, NFL? I think he'll be a very good safety when the time comes. But other than that, their strong safety, Marcus Epps. I think you could upgrade at strong safety. Definitely. And I think you can accomplish that in the draft by, unfortunately, getting yet another Toledo backfield or third level of the defense resident, Emmanuel McNeil-Warren.
Okay. So we talked about wide receiver on the offense. I think that's probably the only offensive.
And maybe, just maybe, a right tackle. I don't know how much Lane Johnson's got left in the tank. He says, according to like last year, he said that he's still in his prime. You're 35. I mean, really doesn't matter how much you got left in the tank. When your time comes, your time comes. You know what I mean?
All right, so maybe offensive line.
Some depth at offensive line, definitely. Some
Safety
serviceable
we talked
depth.
about.
Yeah.
And what about an edge rusher?
Yeah, I think edge rusher could definitely be a direction that they consider.
I feel like they had no anchor rusher.
Yeah, which is a very steep drop compared to their Super Bowl last year, where they had, 7 sacks without blitzing? They only sent 4 guys all game, and they got 7 sacks or something like that. So I think edge rusher could definitely be a direction they go.
Okay.
Nolan Smith, he'll stay at really linebacker, outside linebacker. I don't see him jump into like a pure edge rusher direction. Same thing with Jalix Hunt, although Jalix Hunt could move to a more edge rusher. He had 6.5 sacks this year, so he could be more of that edge rusher than Nolan Smith is. But I'd say it's either Emmanuel McNeil-Warren at 23 or best edge rusher available.
Okay. All right. Enough of the Eagles.
Yeah, I'm tired of saying their name.
All right, we're going to say we're ready for the best for last.
Best is a stretch. Unfortunately,
our favorite team. Sorry, this mic has been kicking my ass this episode. 8 picks, 2 in round 1.
2 in round 1, 1 in round 3.
Thanks, Green Bay.
Thank you, Green Bay.
Suckers.
Idiots. Losers.
None in round 2.
Correct. 1 in round 3, pick 92
from San Francisco
for Osa. Sorry, Osa. No fit for you in a 3-4.
Unfortunately,
I love Osa.
I know, I liked him a lot.
God, I loved him so much, but there's really there's no place for a 6'2", 290-pound defensive tackle in a 3-4 scheme. It would be a lot better if he was 6'6", 290 pounds, because then we could make him a pure defensive end. But we can't because he's 6'2", 290 pounds.
All right, let's get the elephant sitting on the table here.
It's defense.
And I don't mean me, right? They allow
It's
the most
defense.
points per game. 30 points per game.
30 points per game.
Yeah. Most yards per game. 251.
Yep.
Ranking dead last in defense.
That is correct. I mean, there's got to be a team every season that ranks last in defense, but this was a bad ranked last in defense. Bad.
But what do we like on the defense right now? So we said it was bad.
So good things on the defense.
But there's but we again rose-colored glasses here with the Cowboy fans, but there are some good players there. So who are the good players? Who do you like?
Okay, right now, good player number one, Donovan Ezeraku, our rookie edge rusher out of Boston College.
Mm-hmm.
I like him a lot. He had a small rookie season, I'll say that. 2 sacks, 1 forced fumble.
Yeah.
He had a safety, I'll say that. But I think he can really step up this next year, definitely. Especially with this 3-4 style that we're moving to.
Yeah, Quinnen's good. We like him.
Deron Bland had a bad year. I'll just say that in general. Was not a good year at all. But I still think he's one of our better players.
Okay.
DeMarvion Overshown, if he stays healthy.
We love Overshown.
Love Overshown.
Please stay healthy.
Please stay healthy. And then I actually think our 2 cornerback signings are good. And our safety signing. So our safety signing, Jalen Thompson from the Cardinals, perfect signing.
Love it.
The perfect signing. I mean, he can do everything at safety, which is why I like him so much. But then we went out and we got Kobe Durant from the Rams, and we got Darian Kendrick from the Rams, Kobe Durant from, I think the Rams as well, actually. I think he was on the Seahawks for a little bit during that last season. But, I mean, turn on the tape. They're good players.
They are, and it's interesting because you go back 2 months ago when we were at the Senior Bowl, and we were like, we got to watch secondary. We got to watch the secondary. We got to watch second. Cowboys need every player as possible. We need secondary, and they knew it too, right? And they addressed it with veteran players, people that have the skills. So there wasn't we just need one body to fill a hole. We need a lot of holes filled, and we need to fill it with veterans because we need to have the backside of this defense stepping up, right?
I mean, Kobe Durant specifically, 3 interceptions, 7 passes defended. So I think that's a very good statistical number. So I honestly, I think, you have Deron Bland, Chavon Ravel. He better have a bounce back year. I mean, you can't expect too much. I won't say much, but too much out of a 3rd round rookie cornerback. But I expected a lot more out of him when he came back from injury. But I hope with this new Christian Parker hiring as our defensive coordinator, he'll do exactly what he did to Quinyon Mitchell and Cooper DeJean, and that's just make him into one of the best cornerbacks in the league.
So what is your hope? What is your hope with pick number 12 as a Cowboys fan, knowing that we didn't even talk about the offense. Offense scored seventh offense in the league last year, 471 points scored,
which was really first because by like week 12 we were already out of the playoffs, so we were just like, yeah, Shamar James, give it a shot.
Right.
And he actually played pretty well.
So where are we going with pick 12?
For the love of everything, please let Sonny Styles be there. He won't, but linebacker is our biggest need because right now a linebacker core of DeMarvion Overshown, which is good.
Yes.
Shamar James, which is a serviceable.
Well, remember, we're 3-4 now.
Yes. So these are all just middle linebackers.
No, I know. Yeah.
So Overshown will be our first middle linebacker. Shamar James, I think, should be our third string middle linebacker because after Shamar, we got Shamar. So, sorry, let me regather myself. Shamar James is fine, but he's not starter level. To be that second linebacker alongside Overshown, he's not that. And then Justin Barron, he's a special teams player. He's not a starting linebacker. He's a special teams player. So we need linebacker is where I think we go. Linebacker.
Okay, so who are we taking at 12? And so next week I think we're going to do our first mock draft. So we're dipping into it a little bit here, but you said, who do you wish was there? Sonny Styles.
I wish Sonny Styles was there, but he's not
But
there.
he's not. So do you still take a linebacker at 12 if he's
No.
not there?
There's no.
That's what I was trying to get out of you there, right?
I wouldn't take Allen at 12. I'll just say that. But I think this off-ball linebacker class isn't that bad. So I think there's a world where we actually wait until that pick 92, or that pick 20 more specifically. Pick 20, that I could take CJ Allen at. That I could take Jacob Rodriguez at.
So what do you do at 12? Do you move back? Do you try to get maybe some capital into the second round?
No, because the biggest issue I have with, I know we just talked about it with the Commanders, but the biggest issue I have with people saying, oh, they just moved back. Just move back. In order to move back, you need another team to move up.
No, I get that.
You know what I mean?
No,
And
I
not
do.
every team is willing to do that. So I think
But moving up to 12 is moving up. Like, it's not
yeah.
like you're,
Yeah.
you know, we're picking
26 to 24.
right.
So,
it's
I
like,
can
oh,
get
who
this
gives a
defensive
shit?
tackle.
Right.
But honestly, at pick 12, I think it might just be a situation of offense or defense, best player available. Straight up. I think
Whoa.
because there is a unfortunate but real situation where Arvell Reese is off the board, David Bailey's off the board, Sonny Styles, Mansour Delane, Caleb Downs, Dylan Thieneman, and we just get wiped out defensive-wise. And the best player on the board is, I don't know, Cardinal Tate, wide receiver. Perfect. Let's draft Cardinal Tate, put him alongside CeeDee Lamb and George Pickens if we don't want to re-sign George Pickens after his tag this year. Perfect. Cardinal Tate to wide receiver 2. So I think there's a
Well, you're blowing my mind here right this second because I didn't.
it's a tough situation, definitely.
I feel like we've got 48 wide receivers and they're all pretty good.
Yeah, but in the situation that every defender that's high on our list is wiped out, you don't want, as the Cowboys, you don't want to reach. Because I say this is a strong defensive rookie class. I would say that. I think cornerback-wise, like nickelback, the Cowboys could get value. Let me see where he's projected at PFF.
Do you think they just go and just grab a D line?
That could definitely be the area. Defensive tackle. I mean, not defensive tackle, but defensive end.
What are they
Or
doing
edge
with? I'm terrible with names, guys. If you'll learn. I'm not the greatest with names.
Come on, you got it. What position does he play?
Defense on the line. We love him. Great motor.
Great motor.
We're wondering why he hasn't been re-signed.
Why he hasn't been re-signed? Who are you talking about?
Super-
Oh, what?
Super fast.
Super fast.
Kind of on the older side.
Kenny Clark?
No.
No. You're talking about Jadeveon Clowney?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, man, it's weird.
I'm
So-
just bad with names, and it's I don't know. Whatever.
So I watched a video yesterday, I believe. It was a Cowboys Report by Chat Support, one of their daily videos. And something that I learned surprisingly was pre-Christian Parker hire, the Cowboys were all in with re-signing Clowney. They were like, we love him. We would love to have him back. But then after that, we were like, we'll see where it goes. So I don't know why we've all of a sudden been off the Clowney train. I guess it's maybe because of his age. I think
I was a
he's
huge
still
fan
good.
of him last year. He was running quarterbacks down.
He was until the Quinnen Williams trade. He was our best defensive player.
Yeah.
So I think if we don't re-sign him,
He's great on third down. Bring him in. You know it's going to be a pass.
Yep.
You know the quarterback's going to scramble, and you know you got somebody that's still got a motor that's going to chase him. But we loved him last year. I hope they re-sign him. Sorry.
So what I do think is pick 12 or pick 20, I think one of those picks should be spent at the edge rusher position. And I think that edge rusher, which I wouldn't love at 12, but I also wouldn't hate just because of how good of a player he is Mesidor, Miami, Akeem Mesidor.
Yeah.
He played right alongside, he played opposite of Ruben Bain on that defensive line for Miami, but he had 13 sacks, 4 hits, and the biggest one, 50 hurries. He gets to the quarterback.
That's what we need.
Straight up, he gets to the quarterback. He is 25 years old. He's a 25-year-old rookie. By the time his contract is up, he'll be a 29-year-old. So, but the way that the Cowboys are built right now, they're built to win. We need to win in the next 2-3 years, I'd say. And that is in the perfect time frame of Akeem Mesidor. So I think I wouldn't hate the Mesidor pick at 12. I know we just signed Jalen Thompson from the Cardinals, but if he's there, I wouldn't hate a Dylan Thieneman out of Oregon. He can play our nickel.
Yeah.
He can.
Yeah, we like him a lot.
He
We've
can play
talked
everywhere.
a lot about him.
118 snaps at the slot, 5 snaps at corner, which is less than what you want as a nickel, but he plays everywhere.
Yeah.
You know, he's just a super versatile, great defensive player.
Yeah, you don't have to take him off the field.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I think that concludes.
Yeah, we talked. This one went a little long, but
series.
yeah, this has been fun.
It's been very fun. Yeah.
Yeah, 4-part series. We hit it all. Go back and listen. We're gonna try to tag some of the videos at kind of where your teams are, so you don't have to per se listen to the whole thing if you don't want to. But this has been fun. What are we doing next?
Next, we should be doing
Draft's coming up.
Draft's coming up in what, 3 weeks? The 27th.
Yeah.
So yeah, I believe next week should be a first mock draft of this YouTube channel.
Okay. Are we gonna do just first round?
Yeah.
No trades.
We're gonna do first round, no trades,
Back and forth.
I think we're gonna do back and forth. I can do odds, you can do evens, something like that, or you can do evens, I can do odds.
Excellent.
Sounds good to me.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll pull up a little screen and we'll kind of multitask here so you guys can
figure
follow
something
along.
out. Yeah, we'll figure something out.
Please subscribe. Please give Nate
definitely.
myself some feedback. We're having a blast doing this. I hope you guys enjoy watching it. But yeah, tell us what you want to talk about. Tell us what you want to hear next. Leave some comments, and we'll see you next week on the next episode.
Yeah, see ya.
Thanks, everybody.